Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci.
Malcolm Dade Comedy Radio Show, also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Say there, people. It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and... Hey, Tony.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock'em Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warms up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock'em Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warms up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2.
You wanna listen in as the show begins. You're telling all your friends the party never ends. Knock 'em dead. Knock 'em dead. Comedy show.
Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday. Tuesday Trivia coming at you very soon. Welcome to the Knock'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Couple of weird things. First off, I see on YouTube it says Coffee with the Dog. Obviously, we're not Coffee with the Dog. That was on this morning. This is the Knock'em Dead Comedy Show. Also, Austin Brooks was supposed to be here today. He canceled. He'll be here Thursday with me and Brandon. But look who's here, everybody. Look who's here. Showing off his gut.
Go.
He wants to, yeah, you have to have a gut to be on here, apparently. Look at that. Wow.
How many things can I stack up on here? Oh, I can't reach.
You can do it. Wow. Nothing but talent on this show. Andrew Fremder is here, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Fremder. I don't know where Hugh is. I don't know if he thought, because Hugh was away and he's been busy. I don't know if he thought I had to invite him to come back. I just
don't
thought
know why he asked me to be here. That was a surprise.
I really wanted Hugh to walk in here and be like,
No one's going to
Holy
listen
shit.
today. When they see me, they're going to be like, all right, next.
well, see, well, that's the beauty of Tuesday Trivia. We can just do Tuesday Trivia and not have to talk so much. So you were saying, yeah, that wasn't here the last time you were here. What? So have you just been eating? Like, are you okay?
I've just been. I haven't exercised.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to exercise and work out all the time.
Oh, is that right?
You know, and I was able to, look somewhat normal. But now I just, like I said, I feel like I'm a nursing gorilla. Like my tits, they're like this. Can you see them?
I'm not giving you dollar bills. I'm not doing it. Ken Pichelle is watching. Hello, Ken Pichelle.
How's it going, Ken?
I haven't seen Carol Miner's name here yet, but all the best to Carol. Carol lost her dog yesterday.
Oh,
so
no.
all the best to Carol. Yeah.
Like,
Didn't lose him like he got loose, like he passed.
Okay.
He or she, I forget.
Sorry
I think it was a girl, I think.
That's tough.
So, yeah, all the best to Carol. Hello, Vicky. Vicky says, all right, next.
yeah. All right. Wait, is the phone ringing? I think it's the Crayola calling. we're out of blue and purple.
Today might be the day. Today might be the day I answer it if he calls. I'll let you talk to him.
All right.
Yeah, so all the best to Carol. How are your dogs? You have 2.
Yeah, I have 2 dogs. One is Charlie, and he's what the hell is he?
He's white.
No, that's Bijou. Bijou's the white one.
I thought they're both white.
He's a Bichon. No. Charlie is like a brown, like he sort of has like red hair. He's a Shorky poo.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, Bijou looks like a big cloud.
Yeah. So they're home right now. You know, they were scared the other day with the fireworks going off.
Yeah,
we had
sure.
Some, like thunderstorms going on. So I took Bijou's fine. He doesn't give a shit. Charlie, he gets all crazy. So I put a weighted blanket over him, and he just sits there and he calms down. So.
All right, good.
Yeah, but they're good. They say hi.
Oh, hello. Hi, Charlie and Bijou. Yeah, I just got a new dog myself, Petey. Little
I know.
Beagle Basset mix, and he's killing me.
Why?
Well, I remember I had a Beagle as a kid, and this thing just wouldn't sit still. It was like a dog with ADHD. This thing wouldn't sit still, and they had to constantly.
Every dog has the ADHD. My dog
Yeah,
has
but
dogs
I just remember this particular Beagle was hyper as hell, but more so just chewing on everything. And sure enough, yeah, it all comes back to me because now I see it with this dog. This dog, well, I mean, he's 2, so he's still young, but
he was a rescue dog, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, but he's just.
Maybe that's why from where he came from, he was a little.
Yeah, I don't know his history other than he was in Georgia. That's all I know about him. So yeah, he's definitely happy, and he loves us. He's really taken to my son.
The tail just.
Oh, constantly, and
Is
he
it
just
one of those tails that like.
Yes.
You're like,
Yes.
ow, that hurt.
Yeah, and he's constantly just teething and playing, and the second you walk in, he's just ready to play. He's constantly playing. In fact, he loves to play with himself. He'll grab the ball, he'll throw it, and he'll go run after it.
Yeah.
You put him out back, he'll even in these hot days, he'll stay out there for a while, and he'll just entertain himself. But he's just constant, and same thing though. He kind of like. See now, if you weren't here, I would say this about you. So I'll say it about Bosie. So just like Bosie, this dog has to have something in his mouth all the time. So it's, and he hasn't learned
I heard
what.
there's a new toy line called for dogs called Rada. Actually, yeah, they make good things for dogs' mouths.
Well, yeah, the Bosie dog is very happy with that
reputable
toy.
company.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
He lost a lot of weight
Bosie did lose a lot of weight. Yeah,
just so we could bend over and pick it up in front of
Rada. Yeah, but his diet was called cocaine. The cocaine diet.
Cocaine diet. Yeah.
Yeah, which he's going to kill me for saying, but it's just a joke. We would tease him because he lost weight so fast.
Jeff Blosey.
Exactly. Ken Pichelle says, that Blue is here watching with me. That Blue is his dog. Just kidding. He's asleep. Oh. All right.
Gotcha. Fooled ya.
Well, you got us, Ken Pichelle. Pichelle says he saw Petey. He's cute. Thank you. Pichelle says Ken Pichelle sanitize, play by himself. Yes, he loves to play by himself. You're absolutely right, Ken. And sweet Mookie shirt. Oh, thanks. I just got something from. I know I was telling you guys that I was going to get hooked up with Mookie to have dinner and interview him.
Hey, Tony.
Hey,
Tony.
I want to be back on your show.
Hey, Tony. That's a bad thing.
So the dinner never happened. I did get to meet him when he was doing a clinic here on Long Island. Then I was told sometime in July we'll have the dinner, which I haven't heard a word. But then this morning I get an email from the Nassau County PAL saying for $200, anybody, it's open to the public, you can have dinner with Mookie and watch a Met game on TV.
Sounds like Mookie's running out of money.
That's kind of what I was wondering.
Mookie Wilson, why wouldn't you have what? You're rich. You really need to charge. How much was that autograph that you got from him? Where did he charge you? Like, what was it like? 20?
That autograph was cheap. I don't remember exactly, like $15, $20. But then to have it personalized was an extra $25.
That's a scam.
I was pissed.
Mookie.
So
if you listen to Mookie.
Well, I did when I met him. Not this time. This was back in 2011, I think. I had to pay the extra $25. So when I handed him the picture, I said to him flat out, I said I had to pay an extra $25 just to get my name I said, but any personalization, but the right 4 letters, TONY, cost me $25. So I said to him flat out, I said, so you're going to write on there to my best friend. And I swear to you, he did one of these. And he goes, what? I said, I'm paying.
I didn't expect you to say that, Tony. I didn't expect you to say that. That's the prize.
I said, if I'm paying $25, I want you to write to my best friend.
Yeah.
So he did. He wrote to Tony, and then he wrote my best friend in quotes. He wrote, and then he signed his name. This time, when I met him last month, I didn't
know what
have
the quotes meant. That motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I'm writing this because I have to. This guy is weird.
Yeah.
This time when I met him last month, I didn't have to pay anything. It was because I knew the guys that brought him in, but they raked it in that day. I mean, kids had to pay to be a part of this clinic. There had to be.
How much you pay to be a part of the clinic?
I'm trying to remember what they paid, but it was there was almost 100 kids there, and I want to say it was. I think it was close to $100.
How old is Mookie Wilson?
Well, he stopped playing in 1990, 91. So, so you figure he had to be in his late 30s then. So he's got to be in his late 60s now. He's got to be pushing 70.
Yeah. You know what? If I'm paying $100 for a clinic, I don't want a 70-year-old teaching me how to throw a baseball or swing a bat.
I want someone sexy handling my wood and my balls.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't get me started on wooden balls. Stop it.
So who would you pay $100 to hang out with?
Oh, who would I pay $100 to hang out with? I would say nobody. Honestly, I'm not into the whole paying to go see people. For a concert, that's different.
Right.
And I feel like it's an awesome gesture when, as a person, you are just cool like that. You hang out with people. I got something in my eye. Hold on. I got a little piece of fuzz here. It's from last night. I got up in the middle of the night last night, sweating. So I get up, go to my closet. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I realized I was trying to put on a pillowcase. I'm like, where's the fucking hole? What the hell? What the fuck? When I took it off, I had like fuzzies all over the place. But
I was, it's funny you say that. I was sleeping last night. Lisa was watching. She watches. We cut the cable cord. We just use internet to get TV.
Yeah.
She's laying in bed and she's got the laptop, watching Seinfeld. But now I'm a restless sleeper. I toss and turn all night long. So I don't know what the hell she was thinking. The laptop is like basically at my back. I spun around at one point. So as I'm spinning around, my head's coming down. My head hits the top of the laptop, and I'm half asleep too. And so it woke me up, scared the shit out of me, and I started screaming. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I didn't realize what was going on at first.
That's when you're getting old, when you wake up and you're just injured from something that happened.
Right.
And one time I woke up with a black eye.
What was his name? You slept with Mookie.
Nice. That is it. Hey, Andy, how you doing? You sleep good tonight? Okay.
Did you really? Seriously, you woke up with a random black eye?
Random black eye. I was drinking, I was having
you were drinking?
some tequila
all right.
and some beer, but I woke up and my eye was just black, and I was like, babe, did I fall into something? did I? We were home. I didn't go out anywhere. So
okay.
What the hell could have had? Babe, did you hit me?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened? What went on?
And what did she say?
No, she's like, I don't know what happened. I was sleeping the whole night, but it was just like somebody punched me in the eye. Yeah.
Nice. She totally did it.
She had to have.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, she's violent. She beats me up all the time.
Thank you, Ken Pichelle. He says Mookie is 67. Vicky, I'm paying $100 to see the Comic Sans folks, but I believe it's worth every penny. You're paying $100? Oh, because you got to stay in a hotel? Is that what? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that's not to hang out with the cast and crew of the.
Yeah, it's to see the movie. Yeah. There's Jeff Boatsy. He's watching.
Oh yeah.
AF. Boatsy says, AF, I like to put things in black eyes. Yes. Yeah. My goodness. Well, yeah, I wouldn't pay $100 either. I mean, and I will admit, he's my all-time favorite baseball player. It is tempting, but truth be told, I don't have $200 to. Plus, and I don't even know if that includes dinner. So to pay $200 just to sit and watch a Met game, I think it'll be fun, but $200, I don't know. I'm kind of. And
this involves Mookie. He's there when
it's actually $150. it's $150 to be in the room, but to sit at the same table, it's $200.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. I did.
how much do you love Mookie Wilson?
If it was $100, I probably would do it just so I can have one of those moments where I say I did it. I'm not a big. I don't like being in debt. I don't like to spend just throw money away. But I'm not cheap. I'm not frugal. I'm more of a you only live once type guy. So spend the money and enjoy yourself. But I don't know. But yeah, I do have an issue with all right, I'm a big fan of what you've done in baseball.
Who else would you rather meet? Do that with for the money? Actually.
For $200, see, that's a tough one. And I want to say immediately, Billy Joel or Paul McCartney comes to mind, or Robert De Niro. But then even that makes me mad because then my thoughts go to you don't need that money.
I heard he's a dick.
I've heard De Niro's a dick.
And
right.
McCartney is a dick.
I heard he can be. It depends on when you catch him.
He's like a semi dick.
Semi dick.
Yeah, he's just semi. He's a little chubby. That's what he is. Let me see. Who else? Who would I pick? Maybe Van Halen. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Now, I've met Sammy Hagar 3 times. Super, super nice guy every single time I met him. The last time I met him, he was doing a book signing, and he was there from, 2 hours, whatever the time frame was. And the line, was there to get, have him sign the book. There was still 45 minutes left to this event, and there was nobody. Everybody went through the line. Mm-hmm. And he's literally just sitting there. So I'm like, screw it. I go back to where you had to enter the line. I go back because there were strict rules. He's only signing the book, and that's it. No pictures, no signing anything else. But like I said, there's still 45 minutes of him being there. So I go from the back, and I went right up to him. I go, hey, look. I said, there's nobody here. You're just sitting here. I said, can I get a picture? And, his people are, no, they're all like.
And this was who out of the?
Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar. Okay.
You would think, though, that I said to him, I'm about to kill you. I mean, they all came at me from different directions. Whoa. I was like, I know. Sammy put his hand, he goes, hey, it's cool. Let's just take the damn picture. I was like, thanks, man. Thank you. And
a lot of times the personality is cooler than the security.
Oh, absolutely.
That tries to throw you out,
Yep, absolutely right. But yeah, hell of a nice guy every time. Him and Gary Carter. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the nicest celebrity I've ever met, and I've met him twice, Graham Nash. Super, super nice guy. Mm-hmm. The second time I met him, I was with a buddy of mine who was meeting him for the first time, and he was really starstruck. So I just kind of stood back and let them talk for a minute. And when he was saying goodbye to him, he shook my buddy's hand, and he actually walked over to me to shake my hand and say goodbye. Meanwhile, I didn't even get involved in their conversation. I was probably about 5 feet away. But he still, so then we talked really quick. And then he went on. Cool. But the only thing that pisses me off, and I don't know if it was him or his people, but I had some correspondence with him on Twitter about coming on this show. And it went on for a while, and I was really getting excited.
You're talking Sammy Hagar?
No, this is Graham Nash.
Oh, Graham Nash.
And I'm thinking, holy shit, I'm going to get Graham Nash on this show. Finally, after about 2 days of going back and forth and maybe 20 going back and forth.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He just put out an album out last month.
How old is he?
He's in his early 80s.
He'll be still eventually. They're all stills.
Yeah, because they're not young.
Yeah.
So, oh my goodness. So yeah, he finally started asking about what his pay will be, and I said, "Come on, I can't." I said, "I don't have a budget. I can't pay you." Well, he said, "Well, let me know when you have some money to pay me, and I'll come on." Then I was like, was this really him the whole time, or was this his handlers, or was this a hack?
Or something.
Yeah, I was a little pissed. Vicky says, save your money for Elio. Elio's got money. I don't have to give him money. No. Yeah, I'm going there in October, so.
If my choice is Van Halen, I would definitely love
the whole band, or would you just take Michael Anthony for $200?
Actually, now I would probably pay that money to see his son Wolfie.
Oh, sure.
And hang out with him and just not be starstruck,
right,
or anything. Just be like, wow.
Yeah, I don't get starstruck, but I do enjoy. I just like going up to people and say, "Hey, I enjoy what you do," and I do that even on a local level too. I'll go up to if I see a tribute band or just some local band, I'll go up
that's
after.
the
Hey, I
thing.
really like that.
They don't like when you get all crazy and go,
Right.
oh my God,
Right.
It's Justin Bieber.
When I met Brian May from Queen, I was starstruck. Like to the point where I almost I couldn't even form a word. I was just I knew in my head if I open my mouth, it's going to come out. Blah, blah, blah. So I just kept my mouth shut. I just went like that. And Mike Rutherford from Genesis and Mike and the Mechanics, because I'm a big Genesis fan. When I met him, I was like to me, those guys are like on a different level. That's rock royalty, So I was like, holy. But with Mike Rutherford, it was actually with Elio. I was helping Elio out at a charity event, and Elio's band was playing, and Rutherford was sitting in. And Huey Lewis was there too.
Oh, I love Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis, another super great guy. We were sitting and talking baseball. Like he's one of those guys that'll sit and talk to you like he knows you.
I can't listen to him and just sit there. Huey Lewis. I feel like he always makes me. I get up. I got to start doing something.
You dance?
No, yeah. I dance a little bit.
You gonna show us?
A lot of it. Yeah.
You don't know? Please don't show us.
No.
But so after the show, Mike Rutherford was saying how he was having trouble playing "The Power of Love." Mm-hmm. And I said to him, I go, all the intricate, weird stuff that Genesis has done, and you had trouble playing Power of Love? He totally got pissed at me for saying that.
You know what? As a musician, sometimes the easier things are harder to play than more complicated.
He did eventually say something to that effect.
It is.
Yeah.
It's happened to me where, my band members are trying to teach me the dumbest little thing, and I'm just like I first picked my guitar up for the first time, I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah. But then they're like,
give us an example.
No, not that thing.
Not that thing?
No, I need my electric guitar.
Oh,
I would have brought that in.
That thing is too cheap for you?
Yeah.
I only play real guitar.
That's a piece of garbage.
I'm Andrew Fremder, guitar extraordinaire.
Yeah, but that's a thing that happens. It's one of those things where it's easier to play in front of 50,000 people than two people.
Yep. Because that's when they see all the nooks and crannies and they hear all the mistakes.
I hate playing in front of one person, 2 people, 3.
Yep.
The more people, the better.
And I notice that now too with older bands too. Because they're old, they don't sound as good. But when you're there, you don't really pick up on it. You're just enjoying the atmosphere and the great songs. Mm-hmm. Then you watch it on YouTube or something, and you're like, wow, they sound like shit.
Yeah. And when you're in front of all those people, you're like, oh, okay, it's distracting. When you're in front of a few people, it's like, what are these fucking people looking at?
Right.
All right. Oh, did they hear that? I just fucked up.
It's 11:30. We're going to be getting into some Tuesday trivia in a little while. We thank you guys for hanging out with us today. I don't think we're going to get Andy Plagianos on today with Tuesday trivia because he is in Hershey.
Oh, I was going to say his Google stopped working.
That's right. He ran out. He has no internet.
Yeah.
He's down in Hershey with the family.
You know how I think he does it? I think he answers on one and streams on the other, so he gets rid of that delay lag time.
Oh yeah, he has said that in the past that when we used to stream directly from our website, he used to because apparently there's a delay which we've talked about often. In fact, I think it's on YouTube. The delay is the worst, or the longest, I should say.
So it's a Mexican podcast because we're on delay.
Oh God.
Sorry.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
That was stupid.
But Plagianos on the website there was hardly any delay.
I thought about that on the way to Taco Bell. Yeah. They were taking forever with my order. I'm like,
come on delay.
These people are on delay. I'm not getting my...
So Plagianos would watch it on the website, but then answer the trivia question on YouTube because it would come out quicker. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes his answer would show up before the question even showed up on YouTube.
How the fuck did he do that?
And I think that's what started the speculation of cheating for him.
He's a smart guy, though.
He's a very smart man.
But I still think he cheats a little bit.
Ken Pichelle sent a bunch of smiley faces. I think he liked your on delay.
My on delay.
That's my guess. That's my guess. All right, so so we'll get to Tuesday trivia in a bit. Today is Tuesday. We got Felix today at 1:00. Let's Eat Long Island. We got Hershey and the Keeks tonight at 7. They're going to be doing 7 o'clock the next month or so. So, and they have a friend of Hirschman's is a guy that kind of lives over there by the Gilgo murderer guy. And he's this guy apparently Greg Keystone, was that it? Something like that. he's going to be on the show with them tonight to talk about it, about the whole Gilgo thing. He's been on TV. He's been all over the news channels talking. He's the guy. In fact, it's starting to go viral a little bit. He's the one that was interviewed by the news, but he had a Texas Chainsaw Massacre hat on his head while being interviewed on TV.
Okay, all right. I got it.
So Pichelle, acknowledged he was laughing at the underlay. So he's going to be here tonight. Now, Joey Petroni, Good Times, Bad Times, he's going to be on tonight at 9 o'clock after Hershey and the Keys. Now, Joey Petroni, he lives just a few houses away from this guy. So we've been getting firsthand accounts from Joey about everything, all the craziness over there. He's doing his show tonight. He'll be talking about that. But he's also, speaking of Bosey, as a matter of fact, Jeff Bosey will be here tonight for Good Times, Bad Times, along with the one and only Don Sill. So be a Comic Sans night as well. So you got, all four of us, me, Petroni, Sill, and Bosey, all four of us were a big part of Comic Sans. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be promoting it.
Great movie. Yeah.
Thank you, pal. Yeah, you were there.
I'm not a comedian by any means at all.
Oh, we all agree. You knew that was coming.
But, I was able to still relate to the topic
cool.
of that.
Yeah, very nice of you to come and be a part of the big premiere. We're very excited about it. Next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, right? A week from tomorrow at the Long Beach International Film Festival. The movie will be opening up the festival, Comic Sans. It'll be the first thing that you see there. Felix says hello. Hello, Felix. Felix will be on at 1 o'clock. I just mentioned that, Felix, a minute ago. 1 o'clock. So we're very excited to be opening up this festival.
Didn't you say the Baldwin people are there? They go to those.
Well, footage that we've seen from past Long Beach film festivals, the Baldwin brothers have been there.
What's it called?
The festival?
Yeah, Shorts.
Oh, well, that's just one of the.
Is he coming because he misheard it? And he's like, okay, shots on the beach. I'll show up.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, I in fact I've heard, and I'm sure many of you have, Alec Baldwin and Joey Buttafuoco, they're very upset. They thought they were the only assholes from Massapequa, but now you have the Gilgo murderer. Yeah.
Right. What a dick. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
When I was talking to my wife about it, we were watching him on the news, and I was like, he goes around doing all these things to these women or whatever, and then he kills them. And I said to my wife, why do you gotta kill him? She's like, well, why do you gotta do anything that this guy's doing? I'm like, okay, well, right. So she's like, well, he probably killed him, to cover up the evidence. I'm like, why would you do something like that? There's plenty of ways to get, I feel like get away with something without having to kill people, right? Are there?
Where's Hugh? Hugh, can you come in? I need protection. Hugh, I bet Hugh would kick ass.
Hugh knows.
Hugh knows.
But yeah, I mean, there's no reason for any of that.
No, not at all. And
we didn't have to kill him.
Right. I mean, I'm curious. I mean, he hasn't fessed up. He's still claiming innocence, but I think we're all thinking that. Like, why? Why did you feel the need to do that? What were you thinking?
I feel like I said to her, I was like, I would never do anything like that. She's like, well, this is the difference between you and him.
Right. I don't know. Maybe because he was worried that it would come back and his wife would find out that he was banging whores? Like, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's other ways to go about trying to cover that up.
Right. Assuming that's what he's trying to cover up. Don't even know.
Right.
Because, and then it goes even further, because then we found out that since he killed them, he was then taunting the families. He would call them up and say, I did this. I don't really. No, thankfully it's not that one. It's our other favorite caller. Hi, honey.
Hey, how you doing? Andrew, did you remind yourself to bring the bath salt to the studio just in case?
Did you hear him? No. He asked you if you remembered to bring the bath salt to the studio just in case.
Oh, I'm out of bath salt.
Listen, Tony,
yes?
I feel uncomfortable for you right now with that whole thing. Like, there's other ways to kill people. There's, there's strangulation. There's that shovel that you have in the shed.
There's listening to Jeff Bosey's comedy.
Exactly.
Wow.
there's the awful puns and horrible guitar playing by Andrew Fremder that can like make you go to sleep forever. Listen, I could go tit for tat, but mainly I like tit.
Well, did you hear?
No, I didn't, but I'll listen again.
We were talking before about dogs, and we were talking about. I had mentioned that my dog is very much like Bosie, that he always has to have something in his mouth. And
but of course.
And then
I have no doubt in my mind.
And then Fremder mentioned that there's this thing called the Raider toy that dogs love to put in their mouth, especially the Bosie dogs.
Well, let's not forget about the other hole that you like to keep things all the time. I mean, like I would always love to keep something in, in the back pocket or back hole, the black eye, whichever or.
Oh, you call it the back pocket. That's a funny term for it. I like that. Doesn't Rich live in Port Jeff?
No, Rich lives in Malvern.
Oh, I thought he lived in Port Jeff, or at least Jeffsport.
I didn't even see that one coming. Did you hear that, Jeff?
What, that Rich lives in my port?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I got it. Once again, Andrew Fremder never fails.
So it sounds like you have the windows open. Is that so?
No, actually, I have like a little. I'm in a different truck this time. I'm in a Kenworth, not my Mac, and so it's not convenient. I don't like it. So I have to use these little earbud things. And you get to hear every little thing, including when I tweet.
How's your thumb doing from when I annihilated you?
My encrusted thumb of death.
I'm the reigning heavyweight champ of thumb wrestling. I had to get a rabies shot after I thumb wrestled.
Listen, you also might want to get an AIDS test.
Oh my goodness.
We actually did. I forgot to tell you that, Jeff. We did that the other night after you left. Andy and.
Don't tell me Andy and Orlando Bloom. Orlando Jones had a thumb wrestling contest.
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was Orlando. I think it was the other guy, Anthony Vines. They had a thumb. Yes, it was Vines. They had a thumb wrestling contest. Andy, nice. They didn't finish it, but Andy said he felt the tension, like he had stiff competition there.
Well. Do we really have to divulge any more of the word stiff after that comment? I know. Andrew's itching at this right now.
Yeah, probably.
Jeff Bosie will next be performing stand-up inside of Rich Rader's asshole.
Listen, between that and the back alley of a Chili's, which is also known as Rich Rader's asshole.
Yeah. You like grabbing a hold of that blooming onion. Wait, is that Chili's? No, that's Outback.
No, that is your Outback.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I feel like the third wheel here.
They're talking about food and spicy things, and anyways. So I'm so happy that I'm going to be on this evening, and Andrew Fremder won't be there, because I'm not worried about going to get at least Joey Petroni comes off as that standoffish, scary guy. He's tall, he's got that long beard, and Andrew just sitting there, and I'm scared for you, Tony, right now. I'm going to circle back to this because I'm watching you guys on YouTube as I drive. The whole and
is that the sound it makes?
That's the horn to tell all the fags to come get me.
Is that the sound every time you blow a load?
every time a truck horn blows, a homo gets his. Anyways, dear God, you guys make me go to dark places.
You're always in a dark place. You're always in it.
So, am I gonna see you in Lynbrook, Mr. President?
Next week?
Yeah.
Who are you talking? You talking to Fremder or me?
Yeah, Fremder. I know I'm gonna see you. You're gonna be there, obviously.
All right. Sorry.
Wait. When is this?
He's asking for the Comic Sans at the.
My wife and I are gonna. Oh my gosh!
My goodness, are you standing in the middle of the street? What is going on?
Yeah.
What happened?
Jeff, it sounds like you're in the middle of a recycling plant.
Well, that's the sound of me masturbating. Same thing. But go ahead.
Where are you?
I'm inside a Kenworth.
You're inside a Ken?
No, he got that. But where?
I'm currently on Route 109, making my way towards Sunset Turnpike. I got to stop at an Exxon. I had to put fuel in this thing because the thing drinks more fuel than any other truck I've ever been in.
So you're in Farmingdale? All that noise, I would think you're in the city or Queens or something.
No, it's just the inside of this truck. It's so loud.
Damn.
That's
So,
nice.
so you're in Farmingdale on 109. So you just came from the strip club. That's over there.
Yes. I just left there. They all threw quarters at me to get the hell out.
Jeff Polsey.
Because I wanted to try to show them my milky white, pale, pasty skin.
Jeff works at Polsey.
Other than that, I'm headed to Brooklyn.
Oh, wow.
What's in Brooklyn?
A cement company that I had to check out. I don't want to give out the name of it.
Oh,
Right,
see,
right.
that's what
Yeah.
you're doing. That's what
cement
body
company in
disposal
Brooklyn.
sounds like in the background.
Exactly. So the Gilgo guys should be taking lessons from you. You're going to go bury the bodies in cement.
Why? You can't touch them then as much as you want. Dear God, get creative.
All right.
But, no, because I'm going to say real quick, if Andrew Fremder does show up, I will give him a personally signed fedora.
Ooh.
Okay? And
I have just a hat rest to put that on.
And then I'll make sure that it doesn't have any of me on it.
Okay.
Wow.
So just make sure you wash the AIDS off it.
So he buys a ticket to come see Comic Sans at the Long Beach Film Festival, and he'll get a free signed fedora.
There you go.
Now, what do I do with that? Is that something that I can get some money for on eBay?
Yeah, you'll actually.
Do they know you on eBay?
People will pay you to keep that shit in your house.
Exactly.
I'll pay you to keep that shit at your house.
Or you can just buy a ticket to go see Comic Sans.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
my wife and I are going to try to do the best we can to.
Oh, very
make
nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you get
All
to
right,
meet,
guys.
you get to meet
enjoy
the
the
other
show.
half.
I gotta go. I gotta touch myself. I'm
with
thinking
this.
about naughty things right now. I'll talk to you later. Gotta go.
All right, we'll
Bye.
see you tonight. Jeff Bosey checking in. You can see him tonight on Good Times, Bad Times with Joey Petroni. Don Sill and myself will be there as well. It's going to be great.
He's a character.
Yeah, Bosey's he's a lot of fun.
Like, what would he be like if he was a Muppet? Or like a Fraggle or something weird like that.
Fraggle. That's interesting. The Bosey puppet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, I never thought. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be interesting.
Like how would Jim Henson?
Right.
What's the word?
Portray him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get to Tuesday trivia in a few minutes. Let's see. A couple of things. There was one thing I was thinking about you. There's this thing called, there's a satirical website called the Dunning-Kruger Times.
Satirical?
Satirical. Sorry. No, satirical. Satirical. Wow. Satirical website called Dunning-Kruger Times. It's like not necessarily news. It's just like fake news, basically. Right. But it's meant to be fake news. Like they're not trying to troll or cause trouble. It's all in fun.
You mean like how SNL has fake news?
Yes.
Something like that? Okay.
Right. So, and a guy...
their news is more accurate than I feel like the real news.
Yeah, true. Yeah. One of the guys that runs this website is a guy from Maine, Christopher Blair. About a little less than a month ago, a story was posted on there where about Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. Story about Garth Brooks, and all of a sudden you think of me.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Where's the connection?
So they posted this fake story about Garth Brooks being jeered by patriots because apparently so he was doing a concert.
What is jeered?
Jeered, like
sexual.
it's the opposite of cheered.
Like, I was just...
Like booing.
Oh, okay.
Booing him because he was calling for tolerance at the 123rd Annual Texas Country Jamboree.
And what did that mean?
He was saying we should tolerate the trans movement, the gender issues that are going on, and he got booed. So okay, I got it. So this happened, like I said, at the 123rd Annual Texas Country Jamboree in the city of Hambriston, Texas. All right? Now, again, this is all fake. This is a fake story. But then the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, shared this story. And he the governor wrote along with it, "Go woke, go broke."
What does woke even mean? I don't even. I know that's a dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question.
Everywhere. What is the definition of
That's
woke?
a good question. I don't know. Is it like we've woken up? We now have more social awareness than everybody else?
I have no
Because that's
idea.
kind of the attitude they have.
I asked Jen yesterday, and she's like, "I don't even know what that means."
I know
I don't
when
watch
you
the
say
internet.
woke, I know what you're referring to. But like, yeah, a textbook definition. Yeah, that's a good question, Andrew. I don't have an answer for you.
So if someone's like, "Yo, you're woke," or "That was woke," what do they mean by that?
I think around here, like on Long Island, when somebody says that to you,
What does it mean?
it's
Like,
a
that's not-
put down.
Like that's not right. You're not right for saying that. You're
But yeah, I think the official term is like if you're not woke, you're not current, you're ignorant, and maybe even racist or some kind of
me racist. No.
I don't know where anybody would get that idea. But yeah, I woke people seem to be like the extreme left, the people that support
People that agree with this, then there are the people that agree with that, and the people that agree with whatever are being called woke.
I think so.
Because we're not supportive of the trans community.
Well, not just trans, but I think whatever's like even I think if there are people who don't believe in the vaccines, I think, or the people that judge you if you don't get vaccinated, I think you're considered woke if you're.
I got vaccinated, and all of a sudden I started talking Chinese.
So it's a miracle. You also became pregnant.
Yeah, see, look at this. I'm expecting one more month.
I like the way you're holding it. It makes me think it's actually not even real. Like there's something in there.
Oh, it's totally real. You want to see it?
Ken Pichel, he's an activist and very woke. Woke culture has moved into mainstream journalism. My neighborhood is a very woke area. We need to stay angry and stay woke. Yeah, so I don't think it's limited to the trans movement.
So it's like, what do you live under a rock? This is what's going on right now.
Yes.
Be aware. Don't be an idiot.
Right. But I think it pertains mostly to, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe it pertains mostly to things where if you're on the extreme left. Like I don't, if I'm not mistaken, you never hear anybody on the right say I'm woke.
So if I don't care if you're a man or a woman or a he, she, him, her,
Then you are woke.
then I am woke. If I don't
Yes.
care about that, so
If you're totally against it, you're not woke.
okay, so which one is better?
I don't know if there is a better or worse. But I know that you're either one, you either are or you're not.
Yeah.
But what's better? I have no idea. Who am I to say that? I mean, I don't know.
The Disney is coming out with a new whale version, transgender gay remake of the whale movie called Maybe Dick.
That was good. I'll give you that.
Or like the G.I. Joe is coming out with a new, to adhere to that also called G.I. Don't Know.
Gee, I don't know, Joe.
Yeah. But I mean, look, it's like I don't care, I don't care what you are, as long as you're not flaunting it in front of my face.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to flaunt it in front of my face, but if you are flaunting it in front of my face, I'm not going to be like, get the fuck, like,
Right.
I'll tolerate it,
Right.
and I'm cool. I'll just move on.
Right, maybe I'll give an eye roll.
Right.
Okay.
I don't even know if I would do that much, to be honest with you. I am of the belief, to each their own. What I don't like.
But just, if you're a tucker, if you're going to be tucking and you're like in back of me waiting online, just make sure it stays tucked. That's it.
Right. I
Fair
mean,
enough,
that's
I
just
think.
not my. Yeah, that's not my thing. I respect whatever it is you're doing, tucking, whatever it is you're doing, but respect me for not wanting to partake in that.
Exactly.
And no
Exactly.
judgment. I was once several years ago.
And you can't get mad at the person for not agreeing.
either side. Right.
You know.
Don't get mad. That's the problem these days.
We accept
People
it.
just get so mad.
Accept it, but I don't agree with it.
Right. Right. You agree to disagree and go enjoy your separate worlds,
Right.
But yeah, people just get so mad.
What was that him to her to me joke that that Emily has. Right? The him to her me.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, at this age we go to get a hysterectomy or something. I got a him to her to me.
Yeah,
or
something like that. Yeah.
That joke always
very
makes me
funny.
laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, and perfect example. I mean, I love when Emily comes around.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun. I consider her a friend. I think she's great, and I don't sit there thinking, oh my God, I'm talking to somebody who's got a cock. I don't even think about it.
She's hot. You know, come on. If you're like walking around the club and you just like, you see her, look,
Sure. Yep.
It's not like you look at her and be like, wow, she's got a dick.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
right.
that's not it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
She's a beautiful, like woman.
Right. And you don't.
You know?
Yeah. You don't even. It's way past the.
Right.
What is that? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's great.
Yeah. Definitely good looking.
I will tell you. Years ago, I was in a bar and I bumped into a guy that I hadn't seen in years, and he's gay.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I could care less. But he's very flamboyant, and I give him a hug. He was a friend of mine. I hadn't seen him in years. Gave him a hug, but then when we came out of the hug, he grabbed my hands, and he was kind of close, and we're talking, but the whole time he's holding my hands.
Sometimes they do that, and I don't want to sound weird by saying they.
Yeah, right,
I don't want
right.
to categorize. I mean, I know straight people that are weird like that. That when they give you, they're just.
But I will admit I was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean and you're actually making me think now. Have I ever done that with a girl? Have I ever stood? But I don't think I have. Have I held? Have I? Of course, I've hugged girls when I see them.
Right. If a chick is going like that to you, you're just like, oh, all right.
Right, and that's what I'm kind of wondering. If a girl, have I ever done that to a girl? Has a girl ever done that to me? And I think a girl has done that to me, and you're absolutely right. I was totally fine with it.
Yeah.
So now I feel a little bad saying it, but
I mean, it's the equivalent of your gay friend. I won't mention any names. Giving you like what if? Forget about if it's him or not. If a dude comes up to you, says hello, whether he's gay or not, and gives you a hug and just doesn't let go.
Yeah. Yep.
I have straight friends that do that, and that makes me feel a little weird, but I accept it.
I don't mind hugs, even if
I have a friend named Pete that whenever we haven't seen each other for a long time, he's completely straight. I mean, to my knowledge, he's straight.
Yeah.
And when he sees me, he's always, oh, brother love, how's it going, man? Giving me a hug. He'll do one of these. You ever see somebody hug you and then go like that? And, oh, so good to see you, man.
Yeah. Yep.
He's Greek. I don't know if that.
I think you just answered your own question.
I don't know if that's a thing, but.
So anyway, but so that story, Garth Brooks was trying to get his audience to support the trans community, the LGBTQ community, and they were booing him. Not only was this a false story, but there's no such thing as the country jamboree, and the town, Hambreston, Texas, is fake. There is no such town. Yet the governor of Texas shared this story, and even then had the nerve to say, "Go woke, go broke." Like
that's a guy I would not vote for again.
Absolutely right.
That sounds like a person that's trying to kind of stir up some trouble based on something that never even happened. That's not cool.
Or I wouldn't vote for him because he's so stupid that he doesn't even realize it's a fake story. Doesn't even realize that Hambreston, Texas doesn't exist.
Right. I mean, clearly, if he's doing it with this, then he's just a fucking idiot, and he's probably doing it with other things too. Mm-hmm. You got a guy running your state that just puts out stories that never even happened.
Did I say you can touch that?
What?
What? Ken Pichel, the adjective for woke is derogatory. The definition was alert to and concerned about social injustice and discrimination.
Oh, so the woke doesn't even stand for like something with a W, with the O, with the K, with the E.
No. It's nothing. It's just the term. You're woke. But we can make something up.
You're woke. That's like that's pretty much being like, yo, fuck you. You're not a good person. Woke.
Walker on crack and eggs.
What? That's fucking dumb. Woke. So WOKE.
Workers
On
Kellogg's.
Workers of criticizing. Workers of criticizing. Everyone. Something.
All right, but you're spelling.
criticizing.
But criticizing. It starts with a C.
Well, I spell mine with a C. I spell it WOCE.
That's right.
That's how I.
'Cause you're woke.
That's how I identify with how I want to spell it. Right.
Ken Pichelle says, "Google it." Why? We believe you. We're not doubting you, Ken. We believe you. We don't have to Google it. Don't yell at us. There's a lot of exclamation points there too.
I don't identify with the whole woke thing. So, and if it's just what you identify with, then there shouldn't be a problem with it.
Yeah, I honestly don't have one opinion one way or the other. I really don't. I don't think you can.
I don't have to participate in anything that you think is right.
Right. Yes, I agree with you. I'm against people that. I don't like how it has to be one way or the other. There are plenty of things about Republicans that I like. There are plenty of things I don't like. They're great. A lot of great things about Democrats. A lot of things I don't like about Democrats.
Right.
I hate the fact that you have to be one or the other. Why? How about we just go issue to issue?
I think they're both one and the same, which is why I don't even vote.
You don't vote?
I don't vote because I have this weird idea that they're all in bed together. Good cop, bad cop.
I don't think that's weird at all.
Bad president, good president. Someone has to be to blame. Someone has to be the hero, and I think that they work it around just for the mainstream of getting to the people like that.
That's another thing. I
think they're all on the same team. Is pretty much what I'm saying.
I was recently with a group of friends, and this group of friends definitely lean more right than I do, and they were carrying on about this and that and a bunch of things.
And if you lean right, what are you more for than if you lean left?
You're more Republican.
Right, but if you're more Republican, what does that mean you are? Okay, you're Republican, but what does that mean?
You're not woke, that's for sure.
So, what does that mean you stand up for if you're...
abortion, the freedom to make it, they're against making that choice. They're against abortion.
So the right is against abortion?
Yeah.
Okay, and the left is for
the choice.
Women's rights to do
right.
Okay.
They're, I don't want to say they're against gay rights, because they're not, but they definitely have more issues with gender equality and that kind of thing than somebody on the left.
Right.
Left.
Right.
Left. So these group of friends were talking about stuff, and they were all sitting at a table, and I was not at the table. I was a few feet away, sitting in a chair. Not because I was mad or anything. There was just no room at the table, and this chair was there, so I just sat. But sure enough, one of them leans over and says, "What are you doing all the way over there?" Kind of didn't mean it, not looking to get confrontational, kind of busting my balls, but they know. In fact, one of my friends even said it. Well, he doesn't really agree with what we're talking about. And I stopped him. I said, "Whoa!" I said, "I'm going to stop you right there." I said, "It's really not a matter of whether I agree or not." I said, I am a big labor guy. I'm a union guy, which is more left.
Right.
Left. Right. So but I said, having said that, I used to be a fan of Biden. I don't think he's done really that great of a job as president. I do feel he's definitely now too old. He looks just like Reagan did in the 80s. During Reagan's second term, he looked like he checked out. And, there were tons of people running things for him. I do feel the past maybe 2 years with Biden, too. He looks lost to me.
He gets a fumbly over his words.
So I said to them, I go, but having said that, I'm not disagreeing with any of you guys are saying. I just don't know enough about it. And honestly, I don't think you guys know enough about it, because I agree with what you just said. I do believe there's more people running things behind the scenes. I do believe they're all in bed together, planning it out, saying, let's have a guy that everybody's going to hate, so then the next guy can do very little, but we're going to love him. And I just feel we we really have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. They're controlling what we're mad about, what we're happy about. I really, and even like I said, a union guy.
Which is why I stopped watching the news.
Yes.
Which was also the reason why, like you said, I don't have cable anymore. I just stream stuff because if you watch the news, even if you're not paying attention to it, if it's on in the background,
they slant it a certain way.
They get it into you.
Yes.
Somehow.
And that does make me mad because it's funny you mentioned TV because I do think that's how it started because we used to have 5 channels.
Yeah.
And
on the big box TV with the remote with this cord
right.
like that.
And they used to just tell you the news. This is what happened in Texas today. This is what happened in California. This is what happened in Russia. Here's what happened locally. Where now there's hundreds of channels, especially now they're competing with streaming. They're looking for ways to get the headlines, to get the attention. So they'll go at anybody. They'll say anything. And there's all something else behind it, And
the amount of time that people take posting stupid bullshit about their political views on Facebook. You know how much more time in a day these people would have to be productive in doing something else?
I don't even have a problem with that. Like, if that's what you want to post about, you have the right to post about anything you want.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the people that go back and forth and get nasty.
Exactly. The fact that you stop what you're doing to take the time to now fight about it. Don't break the chair. That's what I'm like. And I'm guilty of it, too, when I first got on Facebook. I would go on.
Me too.
But, for years, it's been years. And if you don't like it, you just keep scrolling. Why do you feel the need to then, hey, I went through this actually just last week, and I didn't even talk about it on here, and I plan to, but I went through this with Elio last week. There's a Facebook group of Elio, people who enjoy Elio's music, and they're called Pacers. Mm-hmm. So it's a Facebook page, and people, will talk about, I can't wait to see Elio in concert, or I saw him last night, he was great, or, hey, did you hear this song that Elio performed? Whatever. Pictures, the whole works. So somebody... Billy Joel just played in England last week. So this guy posted, just saw Billy last night. He was great. And it just motivated me to post on this page how much I enjoy Billy, how much I enjoy Elio, and all these other tribute artists that play Billy Joel's music. He goes, there are a lot of 20-something-year-olds in this crowd. I kind of like that. I like how people of all ages can come together, enjoy the music, and just have a nice night, regardless of age. Right. He goes, and that's the case with anybody that's playing Billy's music. So sure enough, and people post commenting, responding. Great. Billy did a great show. Yes, we love Elio. And then somebody wrote, Elio here in England. Elio is the perfect guy to carry the Billy Joel baton. Sure enough, somebody has to chime in. Mike Del Giudice and Big Shot is so much better. Here in America, nobody even knows who Elio is. He's not carrying the baton of anything here. And it turns out, I know that guy. I personally know that guy. And I was like, screw this.
Do I know him?
No.
Okay.
And unless you know people in Massachusetts.
No.
So
Massachusetts, what's that?
Yeah, right. So I commented. I'm like, why do you feel the need to say all this negative shit?
Because they're miserable fucking people that have nothing better to do than sit on their couch in a Dorito-covered wife beater and drool over their phone, And
it's funny you say that because this guy he's a big guy. He's got this big unkept beard. He's just got hair that seems to land wherever, and he smells.
Yeah.
And I know that for a fact. I've smelled him. And I've had people say to me, hey, that guy smells. I said, yes, I know he smells.
By the way you're describing it, it sounds like this is the guy that would have truck nuts on the back of his...
He probably does.
Truck.
I don't know if he does or not, but he probably does. And then some other woman chimed in, at least Mike Del Giudice sounds like Billy. It's like, yes, that's what Elio is. He's an impersonator. Go see him impersonate, in Vegas. Get out of here. So I commented again. I said, why are you people even in this group? If you have nothing positive to say, just shut up and leave Elio alone. And I admit, I took it personally. This is my friend. He's been bashed before by Billy Joel fans because he doesn't sound like Billy. Shut up. And he's my friend. Just like, I've done it for other people that I know personally. Somebody goes after you for whatever reason, whether it's Facebook or in life, I've gone to them. Say, you better knock it off. This guy's my friend. I've had it in here. This is one douchebag.
Do I know him?
Well, his initials is douchebag. So and he he was having a fight with somebody on a Facebook battle with somebody, and he said something. I saw this person on Gov's podcast, and if this meaningless person's going to go on to this meaningless station, and he said all these different things about the person and the station, and I was friends with the guy at the time, so I commented on the thread. I said, hey, look, with all due respect, if you're having an issue with this person, no problem. I said, but if you wouldn't mind, please don't insult the station. I said, the station has nothing to do with whatever you got going on.
People like that,
person.
I feel like were bullies in school.
Yeah.
Or bullied in school, or just didn't get enough hugs growing up.
Absolutely right.
Oh, this baby need his diaper changed.
Oh, well,
And
it gets worse. Douchebag then deleted my... Well, first he responded to it really, harsh.
Yeah.
Then deleted his comment and mine, but then wrote me privately the first sentence, go eat a dick, and it just got worse from there. You're a motherfucker. How dare you comment? Let's just pretend we don't know each other. You go fuck yourself. I mean, he went on and on. Very...
Don't people get in Facebook jail for that shit?
Well, this was a private message.
Oh.
And then because he's such a man, before I had the chance to even respond, he had blocked me. So I had no way of, finding him in contact and writing back.
So it's like running up, hitting you from behind, then running away.
Exactly.
So I can't see where you...
So and I've had no interaction with douchebag since, and I hope I never do. And that's fine. I don't need to go find him and tell him what his dick
initials
is.
Really DB?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
But it might be, it might not be. It's frick, frack.
I don't know any douchebags.
Yeah, I've
actually no. On second thought, I do. Let me change that. I know.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
We try to push them out of our lives, but I do think we're all stuck with some kind of douchebaggery in our lives.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like as you get older in life, you sort of eliminate those type people.
Yes,
from your circle.
absolutely. I agree. Vicky writes, that's why I post her gratitude lists. There's enough hate in politics and just plain crap. She's absolutely right, and I love those posts. Yeah, she'll, what is it, weekly that you do that, Vicky? She'll say this week's gratitude list, and she'll list things that went on in her life within the past week and mention the people who were involved in it and how much she appreciates them.
I do that actually every morning when I wake up.
Did you post that?
No, I don't post
Oh,
it.
you just...
I just say out loud what I'm happy, thankful,
Oh,
grateful
nice.
for.
Oh, that's cool.
And just I like to hear it out loud. Thinking of it and saying it are two different things, but it
Well,
sort of
I
helps
agree.
me start my day a little.
Sure. No, it's a nice, kind of gets you in a positive
pep in my
mode.
step,
Right. I used to do that on Facebook. I should do it again. I used to do this thing called Today's Sightings, and I would talk about whoever I saw that day. But then I didn't just list their name. I would say, saw Andrew Fremder, funny guy. He's a great sport. Whenever we pick on him about his bad jokes, but a loyal watcher of the show, great guy. I would make sure to say something positive about that person. And they would get good responses. I should do that again. Yeah. Bosie, could we ever get a picture of Mr. Fremder without the beard? What? Why?
Why?
Yeah, Bosie wants to see a picture. Or when he says without the beard, is he talking about your wife?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, she does have a bit of a hairy lip.
No. No, you don't know that term?
Wait, what? Did I say I said that out
usually
loud?
when a gay man is married or has a girlfriend, they say that's the beard.
Oh, so he's insisting that I'm gay.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know, because he's saying he wants to see a picture of Mr. Fremder without the beard. So I don't know if he meant, the beard meaning your wife, or just he really wants to see you clean shaven. I
was clean shaven the last time I was here. No, I wasn't.
You were? No, you
weren't.
weren't.
The first time I came here.
Really?
Yeah, with the guitar. I think I was clean shaven. Not completely clean. It was a little dirt, but yeah.
I don't remember
I
that.
shower once a year, whether I need to or not. It's all good.
Well, you definitely need to. But all right. So, all right. It is time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I don't smell today. I was looking for deodorant, and I think I sprayed my wife's. She has like the spray deodorant that I use also, but I don't think that was it because it started burning. I don't know what it was. I think it was one of her weird hair products. Oh. On the way here, I'm like, oh, I feel a little weird.
I got nothing.
She has so much shit and products and crap on that sink in the bathroom. It just drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah?
How much shit do you need?
Have as much shit as you want there. I just want to get laid at the end of the night. Yeah, I really. I mean, I don't need hair products, so I just need the wax. All right. Anyways, back to trivia, says Jeff Bosey. Bosey, why do you want to see him clean shaven? Or is there a joke there that I'm missing? I don't know. I'm lost. All right. It is time for Tuesday trivia.
Serious answers, right? Okay.
No. The way this works, I'm going to ask some random trivia questions. You guys are going to answer them in the comments, in the comment thread. I do not give out the answers. I ask all the questions, then I go back, ask the questions again, read your answers. We'll hear Andrew's answers, and then we'll tell you the correct answer. There's no prizes. There's no nothing. This is just a way for us to make fun of you all. Unless somebody wants a prize. You want passes this weekend to see somebody at one of the clubs?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it.
Oh, you let me know.
But I will. Yeah.
All right, just for participating today.
All right.
You let me know, and I'll get you in. Who's there this weekend? Mike Birbiglia is playing the main club this weekend. He is fantastic. Terry McNeely's playing the Giggle Room. Chris Cassandra will be in there with Terry. Lou Pratt will be there as well.
When is... I'm going to cut you off, but...
No, that's right.
When is the show with at Stony Brook with Andrew?
The show at Stony Brook?
Yeah, I think there's a show by Butera.
Yeah.
With Andrew at Stony Brook.
I think that passed, but I'm not positive.
No, it's coming up because she did the flyers for them. She's at the FedEx office over at Stony Brook.
Who did?
My wife.
She did the flyers? Really?
Yeah, she's
How
like,
did that-
she's like, you know John Butera, right? I was like, yeah. Oh, well, they're having a comedy show here.
Does your wife work there?
Yeah.
So Butera went in there to make copies of his flyer?
I think so, yeah.
Oh. You know what? Screw it. Trivia's coming in a second. I'll look it up right now. Let's see. But that's not a governor's thing. I can't get you into that one.
No, I was just saying in general.
I know. Let's see. That's not it. So let's see. July. Let's see. Red Zone Roast Battle, July 22nd. Is that near you?
It's actually at Stony Brook University.
Oh, it's actually at the university? Yeah. I don't see anything listed from Butera for that.
Really? Oh, I'll check again.
Does Aragona have its own page?
She showed me the flyer. Andrew was on it and a few other people.
And Plajanos was on it?
Yeah.
All right, let me look at his... let's see. No.
Oh, you know how long I've been waiting to hear him complain about something just so I could be like Andrew Complainos?
I don't see anything
Last
there.
Friday, he gave me nothing.
Let's see. Bellport Brewery, that's this coming Sunday. The Bellport Brewery. Yeah, I don't see anything.
I gotta find out. I might be promoting a show that doesn't even exist.
That sounds
just
like
the guy just like this guy.
Yeah, the towns that don't exist in Texas. All right. Bosi said it might be a private event where it's not publicized really. But then why would you have a flyer?
Yeah, that definitely fly.
Bosi's not making any sense to me today.
Does he ever?
No. All right, question number 1. Bill Clinton was governor of which state when he became president? Bill Clinton was governor of which state when he became president?
I'm going to say the cigar state.
Which is where?
Which is somewhere down south.
Cigar Town.
Yeah.
Who famously announced, "Here's Johnny"?
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
That guy on the Johnny Carson show?
That's the one.
Yeah.
On a computer keyboard, what is the letter between Q and E?
Q and E.
What letter is in between?
I don't know. I got nothing for that one either.
Damn, Fremder.
Come on. I don't use keyboards.
You don't?
No.
What do you do?
I use a mouse.
Yeah, but you got to type.
Yeah, I type, but I'm terrible typer.
All right, but you don't have to be a good typer to know where the letters are.
I'm terribly dyslexic.
Oh, all right.
I can't. I wipe my ass before I shit.
Abraham Saperstein started what in January 1927? I'll give you a hint. It's sports related.
Abraham Saperstein.
Abraham Saperstein started what in January 1927?
I don't know, but it sounds like he should be on the news for something he did wrong.
It wasn't wrong. It's something really cool and legendary and fun and famous, and it's sports related. Abraham Saperstein.
He created the Saperstein that is used for batting practice that they use. I have no idea what any of this is.
All right.
Not a clue.
Good enough.
I'm not really a baseball fan.
I'd never said it was baseball.
Oh.
I just said sports.
Oh, okay.
Question number 5. What did Tony Bennett leave in San Francisco?
That lady after he convinced her to stay in his house after he fucked her.
My goodness. That whore.
Yeah.
What did Tony? It's a song title. What did Tony Bennett leave in San Francisco? All right. Moving on.
His DNA.
Name the band that backed Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly and
the
E Street Band.
And the E Street Band. I don't know that one either.
Man, wow. The 1980 Olympics were boycotted because of the USSR's invasion of what country? Little history for you.
Russia?
Yeah. Well, Russia is the USSR. The USSR invaded Russia.
The Ukraine. Vladimir Putin. I don't know.
They invaded Putin?
Yeah.
If you are a pluviophile, you love what?
Pluvios?
Rain, pull-ups, or flowers? Pluvio, Pluvio. Pluviophile. You love what? Rain, pull-ups, or flowers?
Flowers that pull up when it rains.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it. For which 1990s movie did Sigourney Weaver shave her head?
Alien, right? Yeah, Alien 3. Ha, I got one so far.
There's only one left. How far can a man shoot his sperm? How far will it go?
Very far. And
Vertically.
Vertically. Wait, vertically. That's
up.
That's up. Oh.
Right? Vertically is, yeah, vertical.
Well, I feel like that would depend on how much of a curvature you kind of have.
Right, depends on his position, but
right.
Either way, how far can it go?
I think it could reach the ceiling.
So from where? From the floor?
Yeah.
Like if you're laying on the floor right now.
If I'm jerking off on the floor, without a doubt. Like if I don't jerk off for a week, I could definitely hit the ceiling.
Wow. All right, so you're talking, what, 12 feet?
12 feet, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew Fremder, you got one correct.
Terrible.
Yes.
He calls me in for Tuesday trivia, and this is what happens.
I'm never doing it again.
I'll have to redeem myself with a good joke next time.
Or
just don't have any bad ones.
You just have to come back on a Tuesday and beat Hugh in thumb wrestling.
Oh, okay.
All right. Bill Clinton was governor of which state when he became president? Andrew said the cigar state. Vicky got it right. Ken Pichelle got it right. It is Arkansas. Jeff Bosey got it wrong. It is not Tennessee. Who famously announced, "Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny" on the Johnny Carson Show? Fremder kind of got it right. He said the guy in the Johnny Carson Show. Only one person answered it from what I can see here. No, I'm sorry. No, you all answered it. Ken Pichelle got it right. Bosey said Jack Nicholson. That's wrong, pal. Ken Pichelle and Vicky got it. It is Ed McMahon.
Oh, that guy.
That one.
The star.
Star Search.
Yeah.
Yep. On a computer keyboard, what letter is between Q and E? Fremder didn't even bother to guess a letter.
I can tell you what's between my Q and E on my keyboard. I'm not exactly sure what letter it is. It might have rubbed off.
Bosie got it right. Very nice. And Pichelle and Vicky all got it. It is the letter W. What did Abraham Saperstein start in January 1927? Andrew said batting practice. That is incorrect. Bosie said bowling. That
Sounds
is
like a law firm, Saperstein and Saperstein.
Oh, yeah, it sure does. But that's not what he started. Bosie said bowling. That's incorrect. Vicky says the NHL. That's incorrect. Ken Pichelle says the home run derby. That is also incorrect. Abraham Saperstein, in January of 1927, started the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh.
I mean, how that's not just so easy just based on his name. I mean, you hear Saperstein, you just assume Harlem.
I used to go to see them all the time.
Oh, me too.
And the Wizards. The Wizards.
Oh, yeah, the Wizards, yep.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Yeah, my dad used to take me to those all the time because he didn't want to take me to a real fucking basketball game. Cheap fuck.
I would take the Globetrotters over a real basketball game. All right, hang on, I lost the comments. What did I do here? Where'd they go? Hang on.
Good.
I'm going to try this again. I took my daughter to see the Harlem Globetrotters a few years ago, and she loved it.
Yeah, very talented. And I feel like if the Harlem Globetrotters played in the real, like real basketball, I feel like they would just whoop ass.
Yes, I agree.
If all those moves were allowed as regular functioning basketball moves.
Yes.
Like Kobe who?
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're already saying that because he's dead.
Oh, right. He was on top of the world at one time.
No, yeah.
I found him on the side of a mountain.
Ken Pichelle, I'm going to yell at you, Ken Pichelle. He's now defending Bosie. You know, Nicholson did say, "Here's Johnny." Yeah, but the question was, who said it on the... Actually, I didn't say that, did I? No, I think I did say it. Who said, "Here's Johnny" on the Johnny Carson show? Jack Nicholson didn't say it there. And don't defend Bosie, even if he is right. Where was I? What did Tony Bennett leave in San Francisco? Andrew said the whore. Bosie said herpes. Ken Pichelle and Vicky got it right. His heart. I left my heart in San Francisco. What's next? What group backed Buddy Holly? Wow, Ken Pichelle and Vicky both got it wrong. It was not the Hollies. That was a completely different group, although they were named after Buddy Holly. But with the group that backed Buddy Holly and the Crickets. I thought that was going to be an easy question. The 1980 Olympics were boycotted because of the USSR's invasion of what country? Bosie said Japan. Ken Pichelle said Kuwait. Andrew Fremder said Ukraine. Vicky got it correct. Afghanistan, even though she spelled it wrong. She wrote Arghanistan. Afghanistan is correct. If you are a pluviophile, you love what? Rain, pull-ups, or flowers? Fremder said wearing pull-ups in the rain and grabbing flowers, whatever he said. Bosie said flowers. Vicky said rain. Ken Pichelle said flowers. Vicky is correct. It is rain. You love the rain if you're a pluviophile. For which 1990s movie did Sigourney Weaver shave her head? Fremder said, not only said Alien, but he said Alien 3. Vicky says Aliens, which I believe are two separate movies. And then Bosie says Alien, which is another movie. Pichelle says G.I. Sigourney. That's funny. I think you're right. I think it is Aliens 3. Yeah. I just have Alien
it was
down.
with the dog Alien.
Right.
Yep. I'm an Alien fanatic.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, you should. I'll show you my Alien Predator collection.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's my Batman collection. Look like nothing.
Really? Because you have a crazy Batman collection.
Yeah, I love my Batman collection. It makes me so happy when I look at it.
I bet.
Yeah, with a smile on my face. I feel like I'm a part of
Batman culture.
Of
Gotham. All right.
Yeah.
I was just watching the other day, some late night talk show in the 80s had a Batman reunion. Most of the cast was there.
What, for the original TV show?
Yeah.
With the Cesar Romero Joker?
Yep. He was actually not there, but they interviewed him separately. But Adam West and Burt Ward were there. Frank Gorshin was there. Both Catwomen were there.
I'm not a fan of those Batmans.
Really? Oh, I love that show.
My Batman was Michael Keaton, and then Christian Bale was, I think, even more of a Batman for me than Michael Keaton was.
Really?
Yeah.
I love those movies, but I'm not big on Bale. I'm not a fan of him, just in
Heath
general.
Ledger, he's just, I don't know, dark.
Yeah, but I like Nicholson's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keaton, though, that cast: Nicholson, Keaton, Pfeiffer, DeVito, fantastic.
Well,
even Billy D. Williams.
Have your opinion. They say that opinions are like assholes.
Yep.
Some people just don't like.
But see, I'm not going to get mad if you disagree. See,
You're woke. That's
not being. I don't even.
Is it?
I'm Batman woke.
Wokem City.
How far can a man shoot his sperm?
Far. I'm gonna say far.
Fremder said 12 feet. 12 feet. Vicky said a foot. Bosie said 3 feet.
You need a build-up for it, though. You can't just. I feel like you can't just pop off. You got to be working it for.
So
a good
it depends. So there's a lot of issues at stake here. It can't just be a random. It depends how much work you put into it. Depends on when you last shot.
If you don't put a lot of work into it, I feel like it's just going to dribble out like a broken sprinkler.
But Bosie's claiming I did not say the Johnny Carson show. I just said who famously said, "Here's Johnny." All right, Bosie, I'll give you half a point if you just shut up about it. Ken Purcell is all upset. He goes, "Dang, the Crickets." I know, Ken Purcell. You're a big music guy. How do you not know this? But funny enough, everybody got this question wrong except for Bosie.
What?
The sperm question.
Of course.
Who knows more about sperm than Jeff Bosie?
Of course.
Jeff Bosie nailed it. 3 feet. Actually, to be exact, the answer I have here: a man can shoot his sperm over 38 inches vertically from their body. So but that's 3 feet 2 inches.
I think it could go a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way you're hitting the floor, and believe me, I'm not going to ask you to prove it to me. But
If I don't beat off for a week and I play with myself for a good 15 minutes, definitely I can shoot these lights out, no problem.
shoot these lights out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Ugh. All right, I don't even care at this point. I just think it's great that Bosie got it right.
It would be like making eggs in the shower.
How fitting is that?
It's definitely fitting. It's definitely fitting somewhere.
Right in Raider's butt, right out of his mouth.
Yeah.
So you can see Jeff Bosie tonight. Good times, bad times at Joey Petroni tonight at 9:00. Don Sill will be here as well. I'll be here. We'll be talking about Comic Sans. We'll be talking about Gilgo. Bosie. Well, if I had 2 inches, I would have been able to guess it correctly. We got Hershey and the Keeks tonight at 7, and they also have a guest who of a guy who lives in the Gilgo Killers neighborhood. He's also a filmmaker, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to be showing a clip of his film. Ken Pichelle and Tony concludes a day full of awkwardness. And of course, speaking of awkwardness, Chef Felix today at 1:00. Let's Eat Long Island, so just a half hour away. All these shows are on the YouTube channel. And we're off tomorrow. But on Thursday, joining me and Brandon will be Austin Brooks. We'll, again, be talking about Comic Sans. LongBeachFilm.com. Come see the movie with us. And, of course, don't forget, tomorrow night, we got Circling the Drain. Tomorrow night at 7. We do not have the bonus episode of Donversations tomorrow. It was going to be tomorrow. And then Don was have his usual show on Friday. The show we had planned for Friday, we're not showing yet. So his interview with Andy Plagenos will be. So it'll be all sorts of Andy Plagenos on Friday. Andy will be here, and then he'll be on Donversations Friday night. Lots of great stuff going on around here. Thank you, pal, for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Always, anytime, pal. Always a lot of fun when you're around.
And not changing your mind last minute.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it.
I was just like, I don't have a guest. I'll ask Fremder. Govs.com, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Birbiglia, Terry McNeely, Chris Cassandra, Lou Pratt, Roberto Vanderpool, Justin Silver, Brandon's Open Mic, Hugh and Travis's show. Those are just some of the names you'll see on a Governor's stage this week. And don't forget, Knock 'em Dead Comedy is coming to Governor's in the fall. We got some dates at the brokerage, some dates at McGuire's. So go to govs.com and get yourself some some reservations to some great comedy shows. Once again, Andrew Fremder, ladies and gentlemen, loyal viewer of the show, a part of our extended family here, and we thank him for coming in, and we'll see you Thursday in the chat. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Don't forget all the great shows today, running the rest of the day on Govs. We'll see you guys later.
Event today. What will you experience at a Knock'em Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knock'em Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
Have a great night or what?
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knock'em Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knock'em Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knock'em Dead Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knock'em Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knock'em Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private